Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're not gonna play any battles. Today we're gonna talk about 5 Pokemon that I really wish we had in Regulation C right now. 5 Pokemon that I hope we get in the DLC. 5 that I would really love to see. That's kind of the theme that we're going for here. Hopefully you're interested in my opinions about these things. Let me know down in the comments what Pokemon you would really like to see return in the DLC. I know that we have like leaks and we already know like of some Pokemon that are in the game's data and stuff like that, but sky's the limit. Blue sky, pie in the sky. What Pokemon do you want to see return? Put it down in the comments. Yeah, let's jump right into it. So, the first mon, obviously, that I want to see return is Poliwhirl. I don't know what Poliwhirl does without like, what are the words? I don't know what Poliwhirl does without Kyogre, because really the only reason it worked when I used it was because it had such an offensive rain setter, and we really just don't have that right now. But obviously, it's the channel mascot. It's adorable. Who doesn't love Poliwhirl? Obviously, I want to see Poliwhirl come back. It's a very fast Swift Swim user. Basically, you're just base 90 speed, so you're like as fast as Lilligant, and everything's at level 100. That's my bad. Well, basically, you're at level 1. You're as fast as Lilligant is in Sun. If you have the rain up, you get Icy Wind, you get Hypnosis. The move pool isn't here because it's not like in the data for the game right now, so we don't know what the move pool is gonna be. But based on previous generations, it's gonna probably have Icy Wind. It's gonna probably have Hypnosis. It'll probably get like Chilling Water, which is going to be a really cool move for it to run. It really is just like a support Swift Swim user, and when we have an offensive rain setter, it's going to be really useful. And obviously it's the channel mascot and all that stuff, so of course we want Poliwhirl to come back. He's my boy, my good time boy, my sweet cheese, my rotten soldier. We need him back. The next Pokemon we're talking about here is Ursa Luna. Now, ground type coverage is very important. Like, people are running Garchomp, people are running, Great Tusk. Ursa Luna is gonna be stupid insane. Here, let me set this to level 50 so we can have actual numbers to talk about. First up, Ursa Luna has 2 really good abilities, Guts and Bulletproof. Now, Bulletproof makes you immune to like projectile moves. I don't know what all of them are right off the bat because we never actually had a good Pokemon with Bulletproof. But this is a huge list of moves that you are immune to. And honestly, it should probably include more moves than are on here because stuff like Moonblast should probably be on here. I'd feel like it would fall under this like category of moves. But there are some like low-key like relevant moves on here, like Bullet Seed, Pollen. Being immune to Pollen Puff is really funny. Seed Bomb, Shadow Ball is a good one, but you're already immune to Shadow Ball, so it's kind of eh. Weather Ball is good sometimes. Yeah, I feel like if they need to add more moves to this list because it's not enough right now. Acid Spray for some reason that could be useful. Yeah, I don't know. But you basically you're immune to all these moves, and the only mons that have Bulletproof, none of them want to run it. So we've never had a good Pokemon with Bulletproof, and that's really just because they need to add more moves to the list because all the moves on here are kind of like weird. Anyway, the ability you're probably going to see is Guts. And what Guts does is when you have a status condition, your attack stat is 1.5. It's like a Choice Band, except you can still click Protect. And you're burned, so you can't get put to sleep by Amoonguss, which is low-key kind of great. And it gets Facade. So this thing has Guts, and then it gets Stab Facade, and then if you really want to, you can Terrastalize to normal and have double Stab Facade. So like straight up, nothing lives that Facade unless they're like immune to it or they're like a Steel type. Like straight up, nothing wants to eat this Facade because Ursa Luna has 140 base attack, which is stupid high, and it's really slow. Like super good stuff. It also gets Headlong Rush. It was its signature move in Arceus, and now other things get Headlong Rush. But so you have Stab Headlong Rush, and if you want, you can run Terra Ground and have double Stab Headlong Rush. You probably get Earthquake too. So this is kind of like Great Tusk, but for Trick Room, and also it probably hits way harder. Because I want to say Great Tusk's attack stat is only a 135, so you're hitting harder than Great Tusk. before you even factor in Guts, which is stupid insane. You get close combat. You get ton. This is a Pokemon for which the game data is in the game, so we have like a good idea of what its moveset's going to be. But you get close combat. Hammer Arm could be even better than close combat because lowering your speed stat is something that you want to do with Ursa Luna. We get like the elemental punches. We get Play Rough, which they're given to a lot more Pokemon these days. Just like most physical attackers just randomly get Play Rough. It gets Yawn, which is funny. You get Belly Drum, which, gosh, Belly Drum Guts. This could be a contender for how much damage can we do with one move and one Pokemon setting up, because that would be insane. Payback's a good move. It gets like Sweet Scent and stuff, which is cool, but I think this is going to be a really offensive Pokemon, and most of the time these are the moves you're going to see. Maybe you'll see like Rock Slide or Play Rough or Ice Punch or something like that, but by and large, like, these are the best moves that it gets, and it is just going to destroy things. This is going to give Trick Room teams a huge boost, because Trick Room is already pretty hard to set up, and like there's a big opportunity cost. But if you're setting up Trick Room for Ursa Luna, you're probably taking those KOs before Trick Room is done, because very few things are going to be able to just take an attack from Ursa Luna. The next one here I want to talk about is Tapu Koko, who is not in the game's data, so we don't have a good idea of what his moveset is going to be. Tapu Koko is a Pokemon whose moveset has changed very, very wildly in between generations. But, basically, I want Tapu Koko because I want an Electric Surge Pokemon that's not Pincurchin. Now, if we get a new Pokemon in the DLC that has Electric Surge for some reason, sure, fine, whatever. Here's the deal. Pincurchin doesn't do anything. Literally, Pincurchin has so few viable moves that I'm running Acupressure. Like, you know how bad your move pool has to be for me to look at Acupressure and go, yes, this is a viable move to choose. Like, that's kind of stupid. Anyway, I just kind of like threw some stuff in here because I was like, I don't know what exactly what the Tapu Koko set's going to look like, because we don't know all its moves. But based on previous generations, it should have Volt Switch, it should have Electro Web, which is going to be huge. It gets like flying coverage, which is great. Maybe they'll finally give it Play Rough this generation. Who knows? But really, the big thing here is this is a good Pokemon with Electric Surge. And I don't know if you guys played in the Paldean Prologue, but those Miraidon teams with like it was almost a team of 6 like future Paradox Pokemon. Those were scary. Those were scary teams because Miraidon is a good Pokemon and it sets electric terrain. Tapu Koko is a good Pokemon. Obviously, it's not as good as Miraidon, but it's a good Pokemon that sets electric terrain. 130 is a pretty good speeds tier. It's not the fastest thing around because we do have a good amount of 135 speed Pokemon, but 130 is going to get you there a lot of the time. And like, honestly, especially with like an Assault Vest set like this, you're probably going to live attacks from Flutter Mane and Iron Bundle anyway, and straight up you just KO Iron Bundle back. Like, no contest, no question. Like, Iron Bundle is not knocking you out, and you are knocking it out in return because it will not take an attack from Electric Terrain boosted Tapu Koko. Now your physical attack's higher than your special attack, but like really most of the time you run special because Tapu Koko's physical move pool is kind of bad. But Tapu Koko next to like Iron Treads, Iron Moth, like shenanigans, it's gonna be nuts. Because literally all Iron Tread needs to be good is a good Electric Terrain setter, because it gets a free like Choice Scarf off of the Electric Terrain boost, and you can still run like max attack, which is just great. It's fantastic. I really do think that if we get like Tapu Koko in the DLC, then Iron Treads is gonna be maybe even better than Great Tusk. Probably about the same as Great Tusk, because Great Tusk hits it for weakness because Iron Treads typing is kind of funky. But I don't know. I really want to play future Paradox Pokemon.team, and it really needs like Tapu Koko or some electric terrain setter to get us going here. Next up, we have Ninetales. Now look, I am an avid snow enjoyer. Previously, I was an avid hail enjoyer. I'm an avid snow enjoyer, and people are figuring out how to play snow right now. Snow is like the second best weather right now for some reason, because people have figured out that you can just run Iron Bundle Blizzard spam, which I already did. But, people have figured out how to take that and make it a good team instead of what I was playing. And, like, weakness policy, earth power, Abomasnow is a thing, and it's been out there like these last couple of weeks. Maybe I'll find somebody's rental and use it, because I want to say Wolfie Glick got #1 on the ladder with it. Maybe I'll go find that team and use it and make a video about that too. But anyway, Alola Ninetales is about 20 times better than Abomasnow as a snow Pokemon. It's just a better bond. I don't know how else to explain it. It gets Aurora Veil. It's faster than Abomasnow. It has a better typing, and its move pool is better. Mostly because its special attack is a little bit better, but really it just has a better move pool. Now, obviously, the data for this Pokemon is not in the game, so we don't know exactly what its move pool is going to look like. But probably it's still going to have Aurora Veil. It's still going to have Blizzard. It's still going to have Protect. It's still going to have Moonblast. It might even get some new moves that are like low-key, like fantastic for it. But Alola Ninetales, it comes in. I usually run Sash because it kind of needs it, but you can run like Clay. You set up the Aurora Veil, and now you have Aurora Veil for 8 turns. And now Alola Ninetales can just be Blizzard spam. You leave this thing with Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle can click Icy Wind, and then Alola Ninetales can click Blizzard, and you're Blizzarding on turn 1. Because Alola Ninetales, let me set this to level 50 because I didn't do that. Oop. Because Alola Ninetales has a pretty good speed stat at 109. So, straight up, after an Icy Wind, you're outspeeding things. In fact, you don't even need to run, like, you don't even need to run, like, barely any investment to outspeed things after one Icy Wind from Iron Bundle, which is pretty great. So, yeah, Alola Ninetales, I don't know. I just feel like Snow is going to be, like, a million times better when we have something besides Abomasnow to use. And we don't even have, like, Prankster Pokemon to set the Snow with. Like, there's no Prankster user that learns Snowscape. You know, like, because, like, Sun is Murkrow, and you can run Murkrow Sun without even having to run Torkoal, and Rain also has Murkrow, so you could run a Rain team without ever having to run Pelipper if you wanted to. But also, like, every Mon ever learns Sunny Day and Rain Dance, which is insane, and, like, nothing learns Sandstorm and Snowscape. Fun fact, we do have one Prankster Sand Pokemon now. It is Klefki. Klefki learns Sandstorm, which is kind of neat. Maybe somebody can do something with that, but I don't know. I don't think our Sand Rush Pokemon are that good. And the last Mon, the Pièce de Resistance, the #1 Pokemon that I would like to have back. And I know that we're going to get it back because we're probably going to get like one of those raid events for Rillaboom because it's in the game's data right now. I want Rillaboom. I want a grassy terrain Pokemon with just Grassy Surge instead of Arboliva. Like, Arboliva is great. I love Arboliva. It's really cool in Trick Room to use. But you can't beat Rillaboom. Now, here's the deal. Right now, Grassy Glide, like, completely and totally is not even in the game's data. But if Rillaboom were to enter the game right now with Grassy Glide, it would probably immediately be in the top 6 Pokemon in usage. It would be that good because it checks every Palance team just gets destroyed by Rillaboom besides Arcanine. Like, literally, it doesn't matter how bulky you make your Fluttermane, it's not taking, like, Terra Grass, Grassy Glide, Miracle Seed. Like, this would basically become Palafin but Grass type, and you don't have to switch out first. It's going to hit that hard. But I don't think it's going to have Grassy Glide. Now, will it still be good without Grassy Glide? Yes. Rillaboom did win tournaments before it got Grassy Glide. It's a good Pokemon. Grassy Surge is great. It still boosts your Grass-type moves. You can still run, like, Wood Hammer or whatever. You can still run Drum Reading is actually a really good move for speed control. But if Rillaboom entered the game right now with Grassy Glide, it would be so stupidly broken. It would be amazing. Literally, one-shot Fluttermane, one-shot Palafin, one-shot Iron Bundle. What else does it KO? It probably one-shots Great Tusk. It would KO... Hold on. Where's Pikalytics? Pikalytics, please. Show me the top Pokemon in usage. Let's see how many of them that Rillaboom probably one-shots. One-shots. Woodhammer will one-shot. They'll probably live on Sash, but you're going to do a lot of damage to them. One-shot. You're not going to one-shot Gyarados, but you're going to do a big jump to Dondozo because, like... I mean, even at +2 defense, it's still not going to enjoy taking that hit. Glamora is probably going to get one shot. Great Tusk is probably going to get one shot. Let's see, what else? That's probably it. Maybe Tyranitar. We're getting pretty low in usage. But, like, straight up, like, so many of these mons do not want to fight Rillaboom. Like, even Amoonguss probably doesn't want to fight Rillaboom, because I really feel like the best Terra type for Rillaboom would probably be Terra Grass if it has Grassy Glide, because that Terra Grass Grassy Glide is going to hit harder than Jet Punch in the rain. So, you know, because it's a much stronger move, and that's probably why we're not going to get it back, because it's kind of too good. But yeah, I honestly and truly believe that if Rillaboom entered the format with Grassy Glide right now, it would shoot up to like top 5 in usage, and I'm not even exaggerating. I really, really think that's true. It also has a lot of utility. It gets Fake Out, it gets U-Turn. Obviously it'll get Terra Blast, so if you want to run a different Terra type to get coverage, like I don't know, Terra Water Rillaboom could be cool. Just because then you can, like, beat Arcanine. It gets Snarl, which is really funny. People don't really run Snarl Rillaboom, but it's an option. You also get Acrobatics, which Terra Flying Rillaboom, maybe? I don't know. I just think it'd be good. I think if Rillaboom entered with Grassy Glide right now, it'd be great. And I kind of want it. I kind of think the format needs it, which is a weird thing to say about a Pokemon that would probably be stupidly broken. But I feel like if I could put Rillaboom on every team, it would make it like 10 times better. And I'm not exaggerating for content. I honestly and truly believe that. But do you believe that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? How do you feel about my choices? What Pokemon would you bring back? If you could decide any Pokemon was going to enter the game right now in Regulation C, what mon would it be? Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's the video, guys. If you liked the video, leave me a big fat like. Leave me a comment. Like I said, tell me what you want to see come back. Tell me what you want to see in the next video. If you want to see any other like top 5s, maybe top 5 Pokemon I wish weren't in this format, that'd be a fun video. I already know what would be in it. Amoonguss #1. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe if you're here at the end of the video. It's like 18, 17 minutes long. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? And with that, everybody, my name is Andrew. I'll catch you guys next time.